moments ago. Here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Oakland Raiders. Returnable for Dorsett. And he'll take this across. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
29. Down. 280.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Flushed, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Hey, here we go. Hey, 734. 618. 734.
From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This will be fielded at the 17. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Cunningham, eluding the pressure right. Throw left side complete. It's Carter. Touchdown, Vikings! A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, here's Henry. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
6-18.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot there on third down. Couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. And now out comes Minnesota. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
To throw on 2nd down. Cunningham rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. A play fake. Now Cunningham. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they get 14 yards there at a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
6-18. You're mine. 694.
Big stop, Lee. Big stop. Let's go.
Shotgun now for Carr. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Daniil Hunter in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is fielded at the 7. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Hill. And some room to run now. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40, 30, 10, 5. And he will finally be taken out of bounds as it's an... Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run for it with Bo Scarborough. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous. His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it. It's Hill. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Carlson now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Oakland ready to take the field.
Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. To throw his car. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
808.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Here's Carr to throw. Dancing to his left. And some space here. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
29. White. Go. 637.
On second down, here's Carr. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 43 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
637.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Being chased out left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Well, that was excellent coverage right there, and he definitely did the right thing, showing that discretion is definitely the better part of valor. Threw it away, preserved the opportunity to kick for a field goal.
And excellent coverage. And right now the human is controlling the defense, so good job, human. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Flex round! Flex round!
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Frank Clark in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Ohio!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cunningham. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Here's Cunningham from the gun. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Carr now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Carr. Buying time to his left. He's got a man complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And that's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On first down, Carr steps away to his left. They find some open field here. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 4 now.
6:37.
55's my guy.
Ready, set.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Carr will try it again on 2nd down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one is going to just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. He'll buy some time right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll run it again with Henry. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. They'll come out in the pistol. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derrick Henry, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders move back within a couple of the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. Rawls will try and run it in. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now a pitch out to Hill. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They stick on the ground on first down with Hill. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
To throw on 2nd down. Cunningham looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Carter. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. They'll hand it off now. Hill. And some good tackling there as he's stopped up at about the 41. The former first-round pick Shane Ray in on the tackle.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Again, it's Hill. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Cunningham, flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And if they're going to take it in for another touchdown like they did on their last drive, they're going to have to do it the hard way, starting at the 1.
And boy, is that a difficult position. Obviously, where they are on the field, they have to be careful with the football. But at the same time, they can't be so careful that they can't run their offense as well. Everyone's got to lock in this situation. No mistakes.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And they run with a backup. This is Thomas Rawls. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And he'll be taken down at the 18. They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes a mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down, this is Rawls. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke. Back now in the East Bay. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Raider 9.
Now they'll throw with Carr. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
6-18.
From the gun, Carr. And he comes back with one complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Monday down. Down.
They go again with Rawls. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Raiders on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Carr. Cooper fast with the feet. Cooper's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
6:37. Purdue.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, 7:34. 57.
From the gun, Carr. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a two-score game. His third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And the Vikings now heading on to the field. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 8 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. They go play action here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a first down throw, Cunningham. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cunningham eluding the pressure right. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9.
Flex round! Flex round!
Cunningham to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts them back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts. But without that 3rd one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe
Super toe.
Carr going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left, and that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Another run, but this time it's Rawls. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Thomas Rawls, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And an alley to run. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Cunningham. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throw right side complete to Carter. And he's taken down inside the 30. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Escaping the pressure right. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Cunningham. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. To throw again, Cunningham. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he is all the way up past the 25. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season
December.
of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're put to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Raiders, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew